Hey, cats and kitties, it's time for you to turn up that radio knob and get ready because we've got some slamming jams coming to you straight from the Crossing King Garage. That's right, friend and family. We are talking some tunes today, and all of them, haha, are Disney tunes.
I think you missed your calling as a radio announcer, Daddy.
I don't know. My voice has never quite been low enough for like the Wolfman Jack
I don't think you need to do
kind
that.
of thing.
Whatever
So,
that was you just did, there you go.
all right. Well, welcome to Crossing King. I'm Randy.
And I'm Kristen.
And we're here in the garage today talking about Disney music. I am looking forward to this one because today we are adding to that video collection of our Over and Under series by talking about the most overrated Disney songs and the most underrated Disney songs. Now, Kristen, you want to give us the parameters for this list?
The really only parameters that y'all might remember from when we were doing my over under 5 and 5, whatever it is we've decided to call this series, love songs. We literally had the brainchild of, ooh, let's do Dad's Disney songs. But basically the only real rule is it had to be in a Disney musical or a Disney film that contains music. If it was a song with lyrics in a Disney movie, it qualified for this list.
Disney animated, no
Disney
live
animated,
action.
not
Okay,
Mary Poppins is not allowed.
Mary Poppins, although it has some Disney, it has some animated.
Same with Pete's Dragon.
Pete's Dragon, exactly.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, all of those great classic
Mary
films
Poppins
that
Returns.
do both. We've tried to stay away. We're just trying to leave up to the. If you look at all the music, there's over 200 songs included in the Disney collection of animated films.
I can vouch because I created a ultimate Disney playlist on Spotify because I didn't like the
Why don't you share that list in the comment?
Try if I can.
Yeah, just click the link and then Kristen's going to share that with you. But let's not delay. We are going to cover my overrated and underrated Disney songs.
I'm here to react.
There's so much emotion with some Disney songs. Granted, there's a chance you might not necessarily agree with some of my picks or my analysis, if you will,
if y'all remember,
on said picks.
His Disney film ranking, y'all might remember that I had a counter of Dad hates Disney ballads. So I am fully anticipating a similar counter.
You're going to be a little bit surprised.
Oh,
I think you're going to be a little bit surprised.
Now I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Yeah, Disney films are not scary films. Okay?
Excuse you? Do you remember Pinocchio?
I hated Pinocchio. So the whole donkey thing, woof, crazy. But let's move on. Now, these are just a list. This is not necessarily my top 5 overrated or top 5 underrated songs. These are just a listing. And again, feel free to disagree. You probably have your favorites. And with Disney music, there's such great emotion tied up. And I'll just give you a few thoughts about why I think the way I think. And they're good thoughts, the way I thought. Okay? So, starting with our overrated. We've talked about this a little bit. Can You Feel the Love Tonight is absolutely.
Now, which version are you talking about? The credit version or the version that's in the film?
The credit version.
Okay.
All
the
of
Thieves
these,
and Vagabonds version.
Exactly.
Then I agree.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Elton John, but I like his music. Some of his music. To me, adding this on to the end of the film just kind of kicked the dead horse. And while it became a chart topper, it just overexposure. Okay. Next, another not surprise because again,
we talked about this one actually when we did our first over under.
Overused.
Because I glanced.
Let it go. Please, just let it go.
No,
it hits so hard and heavy. I think the problem was
its place. It does.
If you just left it in the film.
Yes.
But it got out into being a theme song for the downtrodden, so to speak. It became
it became an anthem when it shouldn't.
It became an anthem when it shouldn't have been. I think music has that opportunity to come along and do those kinds of things, become theme songs for movements and whatnot. To me personally, I don't ever like it when that happens. That to me cheapens the song.
It shouldn't have
Personal
gotten the
opinion.
15 million covers that it got on
Please, please,
YouTube.
please. Yeah, exactly. Please, friends of mine, if this was you fit that category, and I love you dearly. You're part of the Crossing Kid family. That's just my personal opinion. Anytime you get a song that winds up being a theme for a movement, I struggle with that. I just struggle with that because I don't know, number one, that was the artist's intention or the rock songwriter's intention. And I think there's just better things out there to hitch our wagon to, so to speak. So,
Move on.
number three. This one hit so hard and heavy and was such a flash in the pan for such a short time, but it drove me crazy. And we don't talk about Bruno. I
Aww.
don't like the song. It makes no sense to me. Okay, you got this creep of a uncle thing. It's kind of scary, in creepy ways. We don't talk about Bruno. Okay, then why are you singing about him? I don't. I mean, if you don't talk about him, why are you putting it down in a
He
song?
has seen Encanto, but he's only seen it once, so
I
do
did not
forgive
like
him.
Encanto. I mean, Disney. This is almost as bad as Disney being on LSD with
Alice in
Alice in
Wonderland.
Wonderland. I mean, some of the films that they're making right now, they're not engaging. Disney executives learn from things, okay? Let Kevin Feige and let who's the new Star Wars dude?
Dave Filoni.
Let Filoni come and advise you about your animation department. These guys have got it going on with Marvel and Star Wars. Somebody needs to get a hold of the reins at Disney Animation and come back with another good film.
Be nice. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote this song.
Anyway,
Yes.
all right. That was number three. We don't talk about Bruno. Number four, there's going to be hate from this one, I'm afraid. And you're welcome. I
Why?
do not like
What
it.
do you have against Lin-Manuel Miranda?
I don't have anything against him. I love Hamilton. Okay. I love Hamilton. He needs to stick to live action stuff. Okay. But some of the other music in Moana, I really, really enjoyed.
He likes Shiny.
I
That's
don't,
his.
well, I just don't like the egotism that's found in You're Welcome. And I got it. I get it. It is the character. It's the nature of that character. I'm just saying it's an overrated song. It was the song that came into the summer camps that next year. Just like we don't talk about Bruno. Don't talk about it. You're welcome. Come on. Be a little bit more anyway. I don't care for it, okay? And you
I
can
love
you can
this.
write your letters in care of Kristen Cross at Crossing Kid.
Attention to him.
So
This is his thing. I
last
don't appreciate this.
last song on my overrated Disney song list. Colors of the Wind. I don't like Colors of the Wind. The Pocahontas movie was so many things wrong with it. And this particular song is overrated again because it was adopted by a movement and songs just don't need to be. And it's about Pocahontas running through the forest, trying to get away. I'll come to that one in a little bit too. So, but to me, it doesn't,
Such a well-sung song.
it is a well
though.
sung. It's very well performed, but it's very Mother Earthy. Okay, it is very just. I don't. Yes, and I realize that Native Americans had some of that kind of culture involved in their religiosity, if you will, but it just was bothersome to me. So overrated. Colors of the Wind.
I will admit,
So let's recap.
Of the
Top five.
Pocahontas songs, I prefer Around the River Bend, Just Around the River Bend,
I
as opposed
I
to Colors of
agree.
the Wind.
I agree. Top five overrated. Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King? Let It Go. Frozen. We don't talk about Bruno from Encanto. You're Welcome from Moana and Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas.
What I'm getting from this list is, with the exception of 2 Renaissance songs, you don't like any of the modern Disney music.
I do not, Sam. I do not like them.
Okay, let's to the
They're
underrated so that I can
musically
stop being grumpy.
banal. They're musically banal. They don't tell good stories. They do not create a
I have
They-
created a monster.
they
by
they
starting
don't
this
I mean,
list.
the new animated films don't create memorable things.
This is true.
They just don't create. You don't remember them like you do Cinderella. You don't even Sleeping Beauty or Snow White, which I didn't think was a great animated film anyway, but they just don't create memories like those classic films do. Now, I think you're going to be pleased with some of the songs on my underrated songs list.
Okay.
There's 5 of them. Again,
Redeem
in no
yourself from taking
particular
out your
order.
anger on Lin-Manuel Miranda.
This is going to impress you because it is a Disney ballad.
Oh, I look forward to being in.
She's waiting. You'll be in my heart from
Oh,
Tarzan.
I do.
I
Love
think
this
that
song.
is such an underrated song.
That
It
whole
got.
soundtrack's underrated.
I agree. The Tarzan soundtrack. Phil Collins. Hello.
And he actually wrote new songs for when Tarzan went to Broadway.
Right. And so the thing about it is, You'll Be in My Heart is one of those rare Disney ballads. It's just a great love song. It's a great love song for
From
a
parent to child.
exactly. Or it could be, across the board, a horizontal kind of thing. But it's just one of those songs. And I don't think it got overused
absolutely.
in Tarzan. Now, some of the themes were running all the way through as the undercurrent, especially later in the film. But unlike some of the other films that I mentioned in the overrated, it just didn't get hammered and hammered and hammered. And if I recall correctly, if I recall correctly, it was at least nominated for some awards as well.
Everything in the Renaissance got nominated for something at some point.
At some point, yeah.
But I don't really remember what awards were done.
Let me give you this disclaimer. We're huge Phil Collins fans in this household. We absolutely love the man's music for the most part. Most of it is upbeat. We're huge Genesis fans. And, Phil Collins is not in great health right now. So we just.
I also have a bias towards Tarzan. I love that movie.
It's a great film. I think it's one of the most underrated Disney films.
Oh, I concur.
Yeah.
I think it cracked at least my top 20, if not my top 15 when I ranked it, and I don't remember where you had it.
Yeah, I don't either, but it's a good film.
It's a really
good film. It's not a Renaissance film either.
It is.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right.
It was the last one in the Renaissance.
You are about to see Kirsten smile with my next underrated song. Almost There from Princess and the Frog.
I love this song so much.
I had all of my songs. I've got over 6,000 songs on my phone, and I had it on shuffle, and Almost There came up, and I was like, wow. I was just completely blown away.
At the end.
Just not just the musicality. It's New Orleans jazz. It's just got that vibe. It's got a great message to it all the way through. Almost There is my number 2 underrated song. It never got past the film, I don't think.
No.
The lady who sings it, absolutely exquisite.
Annika Noni Rose, I think is her name.
And it's just, she does a beautiful job of getting the vibe of New Orleans in that song.
Written by Randy Newman.
Short people got no reason.
Short people,
because that's the biggest thing he.
You got a friend in me. Biggest thing he's ever had.
That's another one of those overrated songs too, I think. Shush. But anyway, we aren't counting Pixar, right? So, Almost There was next.
Love Almost There.
Number 3. Now I have to say, if I had ranked these songs, this would probably be number 1 for me. It comes from an all-star soundtrack that never got past the film. Why Should I Worry by Billy Joel from Oliver and Company, which is a tale taken from Oliver Twist and put into Dogs and Animation. So it's just one of those songs. Huey Lewis and the News.
I know why.
There are just a second, and you can tell me. There are so many great songs on this. Bette Midler's on this soundtrack. There's just
Billy Joel sings this song.
Billy Joel sings this song. Why Should I Worry it's a walking on sunshine kind of song for me personally. I think it's just it, but it's never done anywhere
because Oliver and Company is the last film in what is considered the Disney Dark Age. The animation gets dragged on because it's still kind of got that Xerox animation style that was all over the Dark Age of Dark Age. I air quote Dark Age because I love a lot of the movies that are considered part of the Dark Age. It's got that Xerox animation. A lot of people they don't vibe with they don't understand that it's Oliver Twist in New York City with the cat and dogs. Yep. Like they just don't understand it. And for whatever reason, they get annoyed by the 80s of it. Like
And there's
it is
truth.
the most.
It is.
You
It
can
really is
tell
a dated
this
film.
movie is set in the 80s. You can tell with 100% certainty this film is set in the 80s. It
Yeah.
is an 80s New York time capsule.
That's very good, Kristen. Yeah.
And some people are annoyed by that because Disney is supposed to be timeless and blah blah blah. And I'm just sitting here like, why should I worry?
Well, not only that, but Once Upon a Time in New York City is a great song by Huey Lewis and the News, and it's just
track is underrated.
it
Even the Bette Midler
is
song, and I'm not the biggest Bette Midler fan, but even Perfect Isn't Easy is
right.
underrated.
It is really go and watch Oliver and
Sad
Company.
fact, we cannot stream the Oliver and Company soundtrack on Spotify because there are too many artists. They've got licensing issues.
Copyright issues, I suspect. And if you
Between
can
Billy
find
Joel, Bette Midler, and Huey Lewis and the News, there were too many people.
if you can find a copy of it at a yard sale or something, snag it up. It's around here somewhere. Yeah. So over in the soundtracks at the end, S is at the end of the alphabet, so it goes after rock and roll. All right. So yeah. Anyway, why should I worry? Yeah, absolutely. Probably the entirety of the Oliver and Company soundtrack. So, Friend Like Me, underrated song. I think
Really?
yes, and here's the reason why I put it on this list. I think Aladdin gets a whole new world. The ballad of this song overshadows in the public arena the incredible genius that was Robin Williams. Um, you can't listen to this song and not imagine the ad lib of
I
him.
want to see the recording session of Friend Like Me.
That would be absolutely bonkers. I think just because the man was a genius, he was genie. No, no, no bad ill will to Will Smith. Will Smith did the best he could do with what he was given, but he was not Robin Williams. And Friend Like Me, I think, from Aladdin is probably the most underrated song. Although it got lots and lots and lots of everybody loving it, I just don't know that it leapt off of the film and got into the public like
whole
we
new
don't
world.
care about Bruno. Anyway, there's a very small song by one of the most prolific artists of my time for sure. Your generation, unless you've just been raised right, don't know who this guy is. The artist is Roger Miller.
Oh, is it Oodalali?
It is Oodalali. It is. I think it's personally behind Why Should I Worry? It is probably the most underrated Disney song of all times. Go back and watch the Disney Robin Hood featurette. And I mean, it's Baloo the Bear as Little John, basically.
But Roger Miller plays the rooster.
Roger Miller plays the
Alan.
Alan, thank you. He is the storyteller with music, and he does an exquisite job. If you don't know who Roger Miller is, King of the Road was his biggest hit. Go look that up on YouTube. Prolific songwriter of his day. He there was a time he beat out like I think the Beatles on one of the award shows or something like that. Either that or charts or something. Somewhere along in there, he knocked off the Beatles for number one or something. There's a story there that I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard time recalling. I think Robin Hood in general is underrated again for some of the animation issues that it suffered from.
One of the biggest things with Robin Hood is that they fully embraced the Xerox animation. Like just during the phony King of England scene, you can see the Aristocats, Snow White, and a whole host of other. Jungle Book. That's what it is. You can see the stop motion movements from their various dance sequences.
Well, I mean, Baloo's in the doggone thing, so you know, just as well use bare necessity.
John, which is basically just Baloo with a different paint job.
With a different paint.
But Oodalali, I love Oodalali. Oodalali is such a nice little gentle song, but it also becomes the battle cry of the movie because they're constantly shouting it.
Yeah. As a song, it propels the storyline along. It tells a lot of the story in song form, and it does a beautiful, beautiful job of being just very esoteric, very stripped down, and very just Simple.
Adam Chance from Home Free actually has a really good cover of Oodalolly on his YouTube channel. Y'all
Uh,
should go and check that
yeah, go
out as
check that
well.
out.
But Oodalolly is one of those, I like to call it, it's the status quo song. Like it lets you know where everybody is, who everybody is, and what the situation we're in is.
That's fine. That's a great description. But it's just fun. I mean,
Mm.
it's just a fun song with a nonsensical word to get you hooked, basically.
Golly, golly, what a day.
And it makes you smile. It just makes you smile. That's it. I mean, those are my top overrated and underrated Disney animated songs. Now, there's a gazillion Disney songs. I Chat GPT, I checked that to get this listing from it, and it asked me the question: would you like to choose from over 200 songs that are listed in Disney animated films? And I was like, no, just give me the popular stuff, dude. And it did. And it kicked out a great list. So if you want a good list, and it even gave me the option of doing a playlist, a Spotify playlist, it would set that up for you. So
We've already got one. I
ChatGPT,
made that.
Kristen has one made up too. She'll try and link it in the
I will
comments.
try.
But those are mine. Maybe you've got some ideas or some thoughts. Please let us know in the comments about how you might agree or disagree. Feel free to disagree. We're family, so it's okay. It's all right. Well, perhaps you've got a great argument about why I might be mistaken on some of these songs. It's possible. You know, we'll see. We'd love to read. We want to hear from you. That's what I'm saying here. And so that's it. That's it for this week. We hope that you've enjoyed this repartee of conversation about Disney music. That is one of those things that will probably be a recurring theme here in the Crossing King Garage because for over 75 years it has made an impact on the culture around the world. But we don't talk about Bruno. So
But we will semi be sticking with Disney in the coming weeks as we are at the end of April. And you know what that means.
May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars month is coming. We've got some great videos planned. We are super excited about it. We're gonna start filming those probably here in the next couple of weeks so that I have plenty of time to edit.
Mandalorian Grogu coming.
Comes out in May.
Yeah.
This May,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And Shadow Warrior Shadow Lord, sorry, should be playing now
Yeah.
on Disney
We'll
Plus.
save those conversations for the 4 videos that we'll be running and bringing to you in Star Wars month.
May or may not have a couple of shorts that I will wrangle him into if I can.
We'll certainly be doing a movie review for
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Definitely. So
sure.
Be looking for that for all the content coming to you from Crossing Kin. And go back and check out our archives. There's some silly things there, but there's some things that we find that we're passionate about. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. If you like books, music, video, entertainment in general, this is your garage to come and hang out in.
And we'll see you in, I think, a couple of weeks. It depends on when this airs. It might be next week because we do a video every single Thursday in May for Star Wars month. So we will see you on the first Thursday of May.
Until then, I'm Randy.
And I'm Kristen.
We'll see you then.